try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from him, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
Welcome to a quick episode of My Fellow Americans. I'm your host, Mike Jones. Was gonna do a show tomorrow, probably still do one or the next day, but I just didn't think this could wait. I really didn't. President Trump never ceases to amaze. I don't know, man. He's just getting everything done. He's making America great again, like he said. The Democrats are just falling. They're falling off. You know, the truth is starting to come out about how us Americans are truly treated by the government of old. We're in a new era. We're in the golden age, ladies and gentlemen, the golden age. But I wanted to come on. And share this with you. But first, please remember, smash that like button, share, subscribe. It helps. Like I said, this is going to be a little short one, but I had to talk about this. So apparently tomorrow morning, President Trump is signing an executive order. Well, why don't I just read it for you? How's that sound? How does that sound? What's better? Can you see it? All right, there we go. That seems like it's the best. Donald Trump. For many years, the world has wondered why prescription drugs and pharmaceuticals in the United States of America were so much higher in price than they were in any other nation, sometimes being 5 to 10 times more expensive than the same drug manufactured in the same laboratory or plant by the same company. It was always difficult to explain and very embarrassing because, in fact, there was no correct or rightful answer. The pharmaceutical drug companies would say for years that it was research and development costs, and that all of these costs were and would be for no reason whatsoever borne by the American suckers, by the suckers of America, alone. Campaign contributions can do wonders, but not with me and not with the Republican Party. We are going to do the right thing, something that Democrats have fought for many years. Therefore, I am pleased to announce that tomorrow morning in the White House, at 9 a.m., I will be signing one of the most consequential executive orders in the country's history. Prescription drug and pharmaceutical prices will be reduced almost immediately by 30 to 80%. They will rise throughout the world in order to equalize for the first time in many years, bring fairness to America. I will be instituting a most favored nations policy, whereby the United States will pay the same price as the nation that pays the lowest price anywhere in the world. Our country will finally be treated fairly, and our citizens' health care cost will be reduced by numbers never thought of before. Additionally, on top of everything else, the United States will save trillions of dollars. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. Wow, that's a lot to unpack. That's a lot to. I didn't see this coming. I didn't know what tomorrow's episode was going to be about, but I seen this and I couldn't wait. I mean, that's a pretty big announcement. Like, have you guys ever wondered why our prescription prices cost so much and other places they don't? Well, Here it is. The American people have been screwed not only with tariffs from other countries that have been in place for decades, but we also don't get treated fairly. We get treated like crap, like he said right in the thing. You know, you buy you buy somebody their seat, and you can't you contribute. You do give campaign contributions, so certain rulings in the House and Senate will go your way, and Big Pharma sits here and lassos all of us, just wipes us right out. And I always wondered, one of the greatest countries in America, why in one of the greatest countries in the world does it cost so much for medications and healthcare and everything? It's it's nice to see. It's It's a breath of fresh air to see a president finally looking out for all of us. And it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, you hate Trump, you don't hate Trump. You're this kind of thing, you're not going to be able to argue this. You can sit there and say Donald Trump is a monster, Donald Trump is a racist, Donald Trump is a Nazi. That stuff is all nonsense. It's all stuff put out there to stir up commotion and these get these radicals out there trying to hype everybody up, because the Democrats, they don't have any answers. They don't have any kind of plan. They don't know where they're going. Who's their leader? AOC. Ooh, you think she's going to win the election? I doubt it. Well, you got Jasmine Crock shit. Oh, yeah, we're gonna vote for somebody. The American people are gonna vote for her. The way she acts and talks and just is disgraceful. No, Bernie Sanders, I ain't really worried about Grandpa Bernie. He's been preaching oligarchy for every year. But President Trump, man, he doesn't cease to amaze me. He's got his finger in everything. He's trying to he's trying to sit there and calm down things with Pakistan and what is it, Pakistan and what was it, Pakistan or something else. But it's crazy that we finally got somebody doing, and you can see that everybody is fighting him everywhere. Like, they're fighting him on everything. India and Pakistan, that's what it is. I mean, they had long nights of talks mediated by the United States. I don't know if they broke it again. I've been hearing news that they broke the ceasefire already, but the point is President Trump is trying to stop the killing, stop the fighting, and he's also trying to make sure America is treated fairly in the world. We've done a lot for other people and seem to neglect ourselves because these Democrats, and I can't even say just Democrats. There's always dirty public officials, federal, whatever, but collecting money and votes are swayed, and But for a long time, that was just allowed to happen. We'd have these elections. Presidents, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and they accomplish a couple things maybe, but they don't ever do. They don't have to. They just get elected and they sit in there and they don't have to do anything, because before Donald Trump, all this stuff wasn't as publicized. It wasn't such a big deal. A lot of people are talking politics. A lot of people are looking at it because they're starting to realize that Donald Trump's telling the truth. I'm not going to lie. The first administration, I was a little worried. I'm like, oh, Donald Trump, I don't like how he talks. I don't like how he acts. But you know what? I was wrong. I was just wrong. He's doing great. I'm happy. I'm definitely a Trump supporter. But man, pharmaceuticals, that's such a big problem in America. Like, the price of medications, like, come on, they're pills, man. They're medications, and people depend on these things, and some people can't get them because they're hundreds of dollars, and maybe they don't have health care. It's just, to see this and to see, like, with the tariffs and getting treated fairly there, we're going to get treated with pharmaceuticals. We're bringing industry back into the United States so we can not be in trouble if anything ever happens and we ever get cut off from outside countries. Like, we'll have the ability to make the steel and do all that stuff right here. He just never stops. He gets prisoners released, and actually, speaking of, I believe Donald J. Trump, after a long night of talks mediated by the United States, I am pleased to announce. Oh, that was a ceasefire. That was not the right one. Let me see. Oh, it's right here. I am happy to announce that Eden Alexander, an American citizen who had been held hostage since October 2023, is coming home to his family. I am grateful to all those involved in making this monumental news happen. This was a step taken in good faith towards the United States and the efforts of the mediators, Qatar and Egypt, to put an end to this very brutal war and return all living hostages and remains to their loved ones. Hopefully, this is the first of those final steps necessary to end this brutal conflict. I look very much forward to that day of celebration. So, as I said, man, so many positive things are happening. Donald Trump is letting so many positive things happen, and you know, it's like a breath of fresh air. It's nice to see some humanity and fairness. You know, a lot of Americans struggle for a long time, and they have a hard time. And you know, we finally have a president looking out for everybody, looking out for the little guy, looking out for the people that are struggling. And like I said on my other show, he's wants to open a place in California for homeless veterans, and he's going to use the money that we were spending on illegal alien housing for them. Like, I mean, this is what the point is. The point is, you know, you have to worry. You gotta worry about helpful. We can be kind. We can give a hand. We can be a part of mediations and helping to stop wars and do all that, but we still need to be treated fairly. The tariffs that Trump is working with is good. I believe I read some about China, and China and U.S. talks went really well. They're going in a really positive direction, and things will start coming down, we're hoping. It just doesn't end. But then you got, on the other side, you got these crazy leftist, progressive Democrats still trying to destroy us, still fighting every move Donald Trump makes. Everything. You think about it. Biden let so many illegals in. Why can't Donald take them all back out? It was a bad move. It was bad for our country. People are getting hurt. Our people are getting hurt. It's sketchy. And they and the left and the Dems, they're fighting tooth and nail, and you know, they're violent. They've been so violent. The way they talk, the way they act. It's listen. Keep acting that way, because I'll tell you, good luck getting some people to vote for you. Anybody with a half a brain, because Donald Trump's ruining y'all. He is making you look silly. And he is showing everybody. He said a lot of crazy stuff when he was first coming out talking about running for president. He said to drain the swamp. They're ripping you off. They're robbing from you. And, you know, that's a hard thing to believe when you've been trying to believe the government as much as you can. But now it's like he's putting all the cheating, the lying, the fraud, the money stealing, the money hoarding, the fear mongering. He's finally put the media down, so they have no power to sit there and lie to us Americans and tell us what isn't actually happening, because that's what they do. The media, the legacy media, it's sick what they do. It's not news. It shouldn't even be called news. It should be called the Daily Lies. So, you know, so far so good. I ain't got nothing else to say. I just wanted to jump on. I thought that was a very important thing. Please remember, man, hit that like button, hit that share button, subscribe, tell your friends and family. We're just getting started here. We're starting to put out more stuff, but how y'all feel about that? Lower pharmaceutical prices, 30 to 80%. That's insane. I know a lot of Americans, with the crap they put in our food, that Robert Kennedy's trying to fix our food. We got Robert Kennedy trying to fix our food so we can eat healthier, so maybe we won't need all these medications in the future. Our kids will be healthier. We'll be healthier. Why are we eating trash and with food poisons in our food that aren't allowed in most countries? But the poison's good enough for us? A lot of stuff is changing, people. I see a lot of good. See a lot of good. So with that, without further ado, thanks for stopping by. Please remember, like I said, hit that like button. It helps. It goes a long way. Share it with your friends. And definitely subscribe. I need some followers. Let's go. Let's get it going. But thank you. Until our next show, I'll be coming out with another show in a day or two. So until then, please remember, God bless you. God bless America. I'm out.